Leandro Mateus Barbosa is a Brazilian professional basketball player from the Phoenix Suns of the National Basketball Association. He won an NBA championship with the Golden State Warriors in 2015. In Brazil, he is nicknamed Leandrinho, and in the USA he is nicknamed the Brazilian Blur, referring to his speed. Early career. Barbosa started his career at Palmeiras when he was 17. He played on São Paulo State Championship under the command of Lula Ferreira, the future Brazil national team coach. At 19, he played on the principal team of Palmeiras on São Paulo State Championship. He averaged 14.2 points per game. After that he was traded to Leandro Barbosa on January 2001. During his first season as a professional in Brazil, playing for Leandro Barbosa, he was coached by Jorge Guerra. He averaged 15.8 points, 6.4 assists and 1.7 steals per game. He was chosen as Rookie of the Year during the Paulista of 2001. Barbosa ended the season as the fourth-ranked player in three-point percentage, sixth in assists and 11th in field goals. In 2002, he won the Brazilian Basketball League with Bauru, and was drafted for the Brazil national basketball team who played in the 2002 FIBA World Championship. NBA career. San Antonio Spurs. At 6 feet 3 inches with a 6 feet 10 inches wingspan, he was selected 28th overall in the 2003 NBA draft by the San Antonio Spurs, but his rights were acquired by the Suns in a trade for a future, protected first-round pick. Phoenix Suns. Barbosa holds the Suns' record for points scored in a game by a rookie as a first-time starter, with 27 against the Chicago Bulls on January 5, 2004. He set the Suns' record for three-point field goals by a rookie in consecutive games when he hit at least one three-pointer per game during a 10-game streak from January 2 to 19. During the 2006-2007 season, Barbosa averaged 18.1 points, 2.7 rebounds, 4.0 assists and 32.7 minutes per game despite playing off the bench, and was the recipient of the 2006-07 NBA Sixth Man of the Year award. He scored a career high of 41 points against the Oklahoma City Thunder on February 20, 2009. Toronto Raptors. On July 14, 2010, Barbosa was traded along with Dwayne Jones to the Toronto Raptors in exchange for Hedo Turkoglu. On August 18, 2011, Barbosa signed with Flamengo Basketball of Brazil for the duration of the 2011 NBA lockout. His deal had an out clause that would allow him to return to the NBA once the lockout ended. In December 2011, he returned to the Raptors, Indiana Pacers. On March 15, 2012, Barbosa was traded to the Indiana Pacers for a future second-round pick. With the help of Barbosa, Indiana improved significantly enough to make it to the second round of the playoffs before losing to the Miami Heat. Boston Celtics. On October 18, 2012, Barbosa signed with the Boston Celtics. On February 12, 2013, after a game against the Charlotte Bobcats on February 11, it was confirmed that Barbosa had suffered a torn ACL in his left knee. This injury ruled him out for the rest of the 2012-13 season. He was the third member of the team whose injury ended his season early in a span of 3 weeks, joining Rajon Rondo and Jared Sullinger. Washington Wizards. On February 21, 2013, Barbosa and Jason Collins were traded to the Washington Wizards in exchange for Jordan Crawford. Despite being on the team during that time, he'd never play for the Wizards in the process. returned to Brazil. On November 19, 2013, Barbosa signed with the Esporte Clube Pinheiros of Brazil for the 2013-14 season. During this time, he averaged over 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for the team. In January 2014, he returned to the United States to play in the NBA once again. Second stint with Phoenix. On January 8, 2014, Barbosa signed a 10-day contract with the Phoenix Suns. Barbosa would immediately play for the Suns in the 104-103 close victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves. He'd have his best night during the first 10-day contract on January 13 against the New York Knicks when Barbosa would score 21 points, which was his first 20-plus point game since 2012, back when he played for Boston. However, Barbosa would have a right shoulder strain after the game. On January 18, Barbosa signed a second 10-day contract with the Suns. He'd make his first home debut with the Suns in over 4 years a day later in a 117-103 blowout victory against the Denver Nuggets. During his second 10-day contract, Barbosa's best performance came on January 24 at home against the Washington Wizards, where he would score 10 points against them. On January 28, 2014, following the Suns' road game against the Philadelphia 76ers, which subsequently marked the end of his second 10-day contract, the Suns liked Barbosa's production for the team and they decided to sign him for the rest of the 2013-14 NBA season. On March 4, 2014, in a game against the Los Angeles Clippers at home, Barbosa fractured his right hand and as a result, he missed the rest of the season. Golden State Warriors. On September 10, 2014, Barbosa signed with the Golden State Warriors following his great performance at the 2014 FIBA Basketball World Cup. On December 30, 2014, he scored a season-high 17 points in a 126-86 win over the Philadelphia 76ers. Barbosa won his first NBA championship with the Warriors after they defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 2015 NBA Finals in 6 games. On July 13, 2015, Barbosa re-signed with the Warriors. In 2015-16, Barbosa helped the Warriors win an NBA record 73 games to eclipse the 72 wins set by the 1995-96 Chicago Bulls. The Warriors made it to the 2016 NBA Finals after overcoming a 3-1 deficit against the Oklahoma City Thunder in the Western Conference Finals. In Game 1 of the NBA Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, Barbosa returned from a minor back injury to score 11 points on 5 of 5 shooting off the bench in a 104-89 win. Despite the Warriors going up 3-1 in the series following a Game 4 win, they went on to lose the series in 7 games to become the first team in NBA history to lose the championship series after being up 3-1. Third stint with Phoenix. On July 19, 2016, Barbosa signed a multi-year deal with the Phoenix Suns, returning to the franchise for a third stint just weeks before playing for his home nation at the 2016 Summer Olympics. NBA career statistics. Regular season playoffs. Personal. Barbosa married Brazilian actress Samara Filippo in 2008. They have 2 daughters, Alicia and Lara, born in May 2013. They divorced in 2013. Barbosa's nephew, Ricardo Barbosa, was a teammate of his during his half-season with Pinheiros.